My name is Melinda Hart. You are watching Stamping with Hart. You can find me at stampingwithhart.blogspot.com. These are the brand new catalogs that will be coming out and launching to customers January 4th. We have a new mini catalog and we have a new celebration brochure. I'm showing you both because I got both products. Now, I cannot open these catalogs until they go live to customers, but I'm allowed to show you the cover and I'm allowed to show you what I ordered. So that is what we are going to do today. And that's just for anybody who doesn't know or who's wondering why I can't show you the samples inside the catalogs. Okay, so I'm just going to start pulling out products if you guys don't mind. Okay, so this first thing here is called the Bouquet of Love, and it's a hybrid embossing folder. Hopefully I will be explaining this correctly, but let's go ahead and find out. So the way that this is packaged, it comes together, the embossing folder and the dies. Okay, so here is the embossing folder. Isn't that beautiful? So for anybody who is thinking about Valentine's Day, oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. All right, so here's the first piece. Let's take a look at the dies. Okay, all right, so here's what I wanted to show you. All right, so here are the coordinating dies, and I believe this actually goes inside the folder. So I haven't tried this yet. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if you do this in a two-step where I die cut it and then I emboss it, or if I do it both at the same time. So I will look further into that, but either way, whether you're doing the cutting first and then placing it in your folder, it's going to fit perfectly in here. They're designed to go together. I'm just wondering if you can do it in one pass, but this is stitched and that might etch into your folder. So I'll just have to double check on that. And if anybody knows as I'm going through these things, you know, don't hesitate to comment and let me know. Okay, so isn't that cute? Now I think there's a stamp set that goes with this. Hang on. Well, you know what? I don't want to open the catalog. There's the Love and Happiness stamp set here. And if I'm remembering correctly, I think that this all went together. But if I'm wrong, I will correct myself and put a note up in the replay. But look at the, hang on one second. Okay. I think I'm all good here. So look at all of the sentiments here. There is so many things that you can say with the Love and Happiness stamp set. So I'm just going to move this plastic. Hang on. It's my bubble wrap. Let me see if I can get my lighting a little bit closer on this. Okay, so celebrating your anniversary. You two have something really special. Each other. Congratulations. I love that one. A wonderful marriage is the collection of many small happy moments. Here's to another year of love, laughter, and happily ever after. And then we have wedding greetings here. We have Valentine's greetings, wedding wishes to the one I love for the special one in your life. And then to the cutest couple ever for my wife. Happy Valentine's Day, friend, for my husband. You're engaged. Here's to love and happiness. This is wonderful. Happy anniversary, my love, and congratulations. I will be honest. I didn't actually read them all when I when I purchased this. So here is I believe this is celebration paper. Let's see, Sunshine and Rainbows, and Simply Marvelous. These are both 6x6 paper packs. We are going to open them. So let me grab my scissors. Here we go. And I am just going to open this up. Sunshine and Rainbows. So Patrick's sister and I, we joke about this. Well, we used to joke about this a lot, but it's it's been a rough couple of years, but we're always talking about how, and this is totally her thing. Everything is sunshine and rainbows. So as soon as I got this, I thought about her. So funny, but absolutely colorful. This is something that Connor would be immediately drawn to, just because of the brightness of the colors. So, so cute. Look at the clouds. I absolutely love that. Oh my goodness. This is fabulous. Look at that. You want to talk about a color combo? Wow, we could do some incredible things with that paper. Okay, so I don't want to spend too long on each pack. I could spend pretty much all day sorting through these things. And then the big question is, what do you work with first? Okay, so everything is double-sided, as you can see. I will go through the colors. The color, oh my goodness. Oh, I love that. Look at these. Oh my gosh, I love that paper. So nice and bright and colorful and springy and beautiful. Really, really fun patterns here too. Look at this. I love that. That's nice and soft. Okay. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look at this paper. If you have somebody who loves rainbows, sunshine, weather, unicorns, bright colors, spring, this is definitely for them. Absolutely fabulous. Let me see if they have the colors listed on the back. They should. And we'll go over them really quickly. So Bermuda Bay, Flirty Flamingo, Granny Apple Green, Magenta Madness, Mango Melody, Misty Moonlight, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Soft Sea Foam, and So Saffron. What a combo. There's 48 sheets in this 6x6 pack of designer series paper. Okay. And for anybody who isn't familiar with the concept of celebration, celebration is something that Stampin' Up! Offers at certain times of the year. It used to be once a year, and then this past year, they did it twice for the first time. So let's just say spring and fall, just to be on the safe side with our seasons. I don't know if they're going to do it again twice this year, but I know that January and February are like the typical months that they do celebration. I can't wait to look at this paper. This paper, the marbled paper, is totally me. Okay, so let me take a look here. Same thing, 48 sheets. And celebration is like an extra perk as a shopper. So when you shop and you spend a certain amount of money, whether it's $50 or $100, you can choose items from the celebration brochure for free. So this, I believe, is celebration paper. I would have to go back through and just double check, but even just looking at the sides of the paper, look at that color combo. So as I start to pull this out, beautiful, soft pastels, absolutely stunning. Oh my gosh, that looks like fabric, doesn't it? Oh my gosh. I love this paper. And you know what? Even though I am totally in Christmas mode right now, I'm finishing up my cards, you know, doing the envelopes and all of that right now, I am ready to see some new spring inspiration. That is so beautiful. I love both sides. So we can kind of see the patterns that we're going to be working with here, but absolutely incredible. This is that traditional marble. Love this. Looking at this right now, I'm immediately thinking of the What's Cooking bundle, like something for the kitchen counter, something like that. And this would be totally different. Just so elegant. Oh, there's Elegantly Said. I bet you that would be gorgeous with that. And then we have the blue. Really rich color there. Look at that. I love it. Okay, so that is the So Marvelous paper pack set. Hello, Joan. How are you doing? What's going on out your way today? Washington State. Okay, so for Friendly Hello, I know for sure this is celebration, and you'll be able to tell because you'll see it labeled right on the stamp set. But the catch with this is actually like a bundled item where you can get paper and the Friendly Hello stamp set. So here you just see Cling, and here you'll see Celebration. So that's how we know it's a Celebration choice. All right, so you want to talk about spring. Look at this. Oh my God. I'm going to go through the paper first, and then we'll go through the stamp set. So this is also double-sided. This is really, really beautiful. And I'm holding it the wrong way because there are birds. That's how we know that it's upright. I will, for myself, looking at this, I would want to color in some of these images with the Stampin' Blends, but even just on their own, it would be gorgeous. So just standalone, really, really pretty. All the color and the pops are there for you. But if you'd want to step it up, you could certainly do that. All right, here's our next pattern. Let's take a look at these. Wow, look at that. Is that pretty or what? All right, let's see. Next one. I love the color combination of black, white, and purple. I'm just going to say that first. So let's see. I also love black, white, and pink. I think that those are incredible combos. And the other side looks like this. So peachy and cute. All right, and then let's go on to this one. Really, really nice. I feel like this is a classic Stampin' Up! Pattern. I feel like I see something similar to this in a lot of their papers. And this is a go-to, right? It's just a go-to designer series paper layer. And let's see the other side. I love it. I personally love all layering patterns like this. So you can see how these would layer in together. You got that pop of color there. So if you would want to do a layering piece, you could either have that border of dots or you could do the reverse, just depending on how you want your stamp set. So I love that. And wow, this reminds me of summer, like full-blown summer. Oh, that's probably my favorite. I'm not going to lie. I love stripes. I love polka dots. I love patterns like that. That's incredible. This is bold. For me, this is pretty bold. All right, let's see. Just gonna flip that over. I start to get them out of order the minute I start showing people. Oh, here we go. Here's that pattern. Now, I would say this is more peach than pink, but I just still love that combo. I love the outline. I heard somebody describe that as the mascara for like your designer series paper. You just have that little touch of black, which I think is so funny. This is incredible. Love that pattern. I love how like the opposite sides on some of these papers are completely different. Usually they are complementary. Okay, so there are those. And that's the paper pack. So let me go through the stamp set now. So this is photopolymer, which means you don't have to do any assembly. It's all set and ready to go. There's a lot of stamps in here. And just in case anybody didn't know, they now print the photopolymer stamps on the actual like sleeve here, so that you can just place your stamps directly onto this if you don't want to return them to the plastic, which is, you know, totally, it's a nice convenience because you have somewhere to put them. You know, as an autism mom, my son is autistic. He would need this, like on this side, right? And I mean, this might just be a sensory thing, but when you just have that blank white sheet, he's not sure what to do. But if he can match something, like if he can line something up or match it to an image, he'll know exactly where it goes. So I appreciate it from that aspect, but I know that that's a little bit unique. So I personally love that. So here's what we have here. We have a combination of images and sentiments, which is incredible in a stamp set. Looks like there's 13 stamps here. Hello Friend, which is nice and big and bold, like a lot of the colors in this paper that coordinates with it. We have the combination of the sprigs, the leaves, and the flowers, multiple sizes on the flowers, which is so incredible. And we even have the bird. So think about the way that you can tie that in with your designer series paper. To get this as a combination for free, if you're spending on your new catalog products, is incredible. So hope you have the best birthday. You have my love and support. And then we even have a splatter pattern here, which I personally love. Splatter patterns, they are great if you feel like you have a little too much white space, or if you need a little filler, or you want to have some interest, like some visual interest around your sentiment or your image. You could even put a little bit of splatter right on top of your flowers if you want to give it that look and not fully color it in with an image. I mean, with a marker. Okay, so I absolutely love that combo. And let me go and grab the next thing. So here's these two together. And I love, you can see right here, everything on this first sheet that they packaged it is here. So sentiments aside, when you look at the images, here's this image. Here's the splatter pattern. Here's the smaller flower with the leaf. And you can see the way that they chose to color it. And then we have our bird on the branch with the leaves and the leaves and the flower. So they're all there. In terms of the imagery, the double flower is right here. So isn't that incredible? So one thing that I often say whenever you are starting to get into designing your cards, if you get a stamp set like this and you're not sure what to do, I always say to look at what the artist did on the designer series paper, and it's such a great guide, and it can help you figure out how you want to piece your things together, your stamps and your images. I love making background paper, so for me this is like a crash course in creating your own background paper. I think that that's so pretty. Okay, so the next thing is I have a couple regular products that I needed to grab while I was placing my pre-order. So I won't show you those. That's no fun. Can you believe I grabbed these together? What are the chances? This is the one I am the most excited about, personally, to play with from the new catalog. This actually has another bundle that goes with it that I have not ordered yet. And you guys will see when you can look in the catalog. If you've watched any other pre-order videos, you may have already seen it, but this looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to put together. And I will admit, I don't do a lot of the floral dies that you like piece together like a puzzle. Oh, I'm seeing some comments here. Hi, Susan. How are you? So let me just show you what I'm talking about here. First of all, 18 stamps. You guys know that I love builder stamps. So that was one reason that I was excited to get this, but wait until you see the paper. If you haven't seen the paper yet, you're going to love it. If you have seen the paper, you already know what I'm talking about. So let me open up these dies. This is a bundle, or you could just get the stamp set if you don't want to do the dies. They always have options there for you, but look at this. Look at this. It took everything in me not to order the entire suite. I was trying so hard to be good, but we all know I'm going to go back and order it. Okay, so here we go. This is the bundle here. Now, just again, we have a combination of sentiments and images, which I think is so important, but look at the sentiments that they have here. No one deserves a happier birthday than you. I think that this is so, for me, this is unique. And it's so true. Like, that's really how we feel about people when we're celebrating their birthdays. Love you so much. Just thinking of you today, which this is very sweet. I feel like this could be a good sentiment, whether it's for a more serious situation, or even if you're kind of in that, you know, I'm missing you, or just wanted to say hello. I feel like this sentiment covers both. Let today be the start of something new. That is an incredible stamp. And especially if you like wishing people a happy new year, or if people have birthdays in like January or February, or like right at the start of the year. We all love having that fresh start at the beginning of the year. I know that I'm personally looking forward to it. As you know, as much as creatively, we've had so much to play with and so much to do in 2021. Personally, 2021 was a really bumpy year for me personally. So I'm like, 2022, here we come, you know? So I love that sentiment. We have a happy Mother's Day there. So this, you know, of course, we think of florals with Mother's Day, and you have that, and it's a classic sentiment. So what I mean by that is it's just very direct that it is the Mother's Day sentiment, which is nice. And then we have, you are so thoughtful, thank you. And I love that it's in this circular pattern. So nice. Now, looking at the coordinating dies, we can pretty much see here that a lot of the layering tulip images that will build out the tulip will be cut out with the dies. And when you're looking at the dies, anything that is an outline like this means it's going to cut out an image. And anything that is full and silver, like this piece here or this piece here, that means it's independent. It doesn't need a stamp to be cut out. So this will just cut a whole row of tulips for you out of a piece of cardstock. So that's a good like indicator whenever you're looking at a die set. You'll be able to immediately tell based on how much silver you see if it's an independent die that will create a flower, or if it's something that's just going to outline and cut out a piece here. So it looks like it might be for this stamp here. These are a little bit smaller. Yeah, this is at 90%. So the full stamped image, this will fit that perfectly. But I mean, it looks incredible. So you can do a builder for a tulip with the stamp set only. And it looks like you can independently build tulips too, which is really beautiful. Look at this. I'm not sure what to make of that. I'm going to have to cut that out and see how that looks as a pattern. But this was one of the ones that I was genuinely the most excited about. Okay, you'll probably see images or samples with this one really soon. This one in Valentine's Day. Okay. And just in case you were wondering, there are 17 dies in there. 18 stamps and 17 dies. That is a powerhouse of a bundle right there. Okay. Now, while I'm talking about it, let me get out the paper because, oh my goodness. Let's see. Joan is saying, more tulips. You already have 3 sets of tulips from Stampin' Up. Yes, there are more tulips here. And it's funny that you say that because I actually don't have any tulips. One of my favorite floral stamp sets from them, I don't have a ton, but one of my favorites was the Magnolia set. Do you remember that one? This particular tulip set reminded me of that, but yep, they're coming out with more tulips. I guess that is a popular spring feeling. So this is called, let me see, it'll be on the back. You can just tell by looking at that first sheet that there's a ton of colors here. All the colors. So if you have limited cardstock to coordinate with, you're still fine. Flowering Fields 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. So I will say that the items that I just showed you, the tulip stamps, dies, and this paper is part of a larger suite, but I did not purchase the entire suite. I can't remember in this moment which embellishments went with this. So I'd have to go back, you know, to look at the catalog, and I don't want to show it on camera. So I'll go look after the fact, but just know that it's kind of like a mega suite. So I'm going to go through these papers here. Look at that field. That's beautiful. That is really beautiful. Okay, nice and soft, and then really bold on this side. That speaks for itself. This is one of those things where you could just literally have paper and then like a sentiment down in the corner because you'd need to do nothing with it. All right, and then here we go. This reminds me, this is like quintessential Mother's Day to me. Love that. I absolutely love this. The way they kind of have like a larger piece of the one color here and then just like pops of color on the edges. That's really cool. Okay, so there goes that. Well, you know what? Let me try to keep these in order. I'm going to flip them upside down. Hold on. Off camera. Look at that. One of my mom's favorite colors is orange. And this is just like so bright and beautiful. Woo, look at that. I love this. This reminds me of that stencil that I have. I don't think it's an exact match, but it's close. Again, that immediately would make me think of like a background pattern that I could create. So love, love, love designer series paper for inspiration for my own backgrounds too. But it's already done for you here, so that's the benefit of designer series paper. I have a feeling that this is going to be really popular paper. People are probably going to collect this one. Look at that. Is that stunning or what? This reminds me of the strawberry bundle. Like, I feel like I would do something with that strawberry bundle that's in the annual catalog. But that is beautiful. Okay, let me put that over there. That's probably my favorite. This is probably my favorite piece right here. Look at that. My grandmother was a gardener. My grandma Hart was a gardener. And this is, if you have somebody who loves gardening or flowers in your life, like, I think that this is just perfect for them. This reminds me of her. She had a whole variety of flowers. Hello, my aunt is here. My namesake. I was named after her, everybody. Hello. Thank you for hanging out on the live with me. I'm so excited. I have family here. Okay, so that is that sheet. The next paper, this is classic. Classic tulips right here. Absolutely beautiful color combo. This to me says Valentine's Day because I'm seeing the white, the red, you know, we have that little pop of green there, but we have kind of that pinkish tone, and that's classic to me anyway. That is classic Valentine's Day. And here we go again. We sort of have a more abstract cloud pattern, but that's really beautiful. Look at this one. That's like perfect. So you can probably combine this with the sunshine and rainbows, but they're different types of art, so don't quote me on that. I would have to play with it. All right, and then that is that paper pack. I know, Joan, isn't it beautiful? So pretty. And the color combos there is just about every color we have. Let's see. Calypso Coral, Evening Evergreen, Fresh Freesia, Highland Heather, Mango Melody, Pear Pizzazz, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, Pumpkin Pie, Rich Razzleberry, Soft Succulent, and So Saffron. They kind of had to because it is tulips, but let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 colors. Isn't that crazy? 13 coordinating colors. Now, while we are on designer series paper, let's talk about this one. So I made a very distinct choice not to get the bundle that goes with this. And I may change my mind, but I really went for the other Valentine option in the catalog over the one that coordinates with this paper. But just know that there is a coordinating stamp and die set that goes with this paper, but it was the paper that I had to have. So we're going to start here. And if I change my mind, I will let you know. So here you can see we have a lot of pastels. This isn't, you know, that typical Valentine theme though. There's a lot of different colors here. We have Text Me, BFF, Love You, Hug Me, You're Cute. So this is really, really sweet. This reminds me more for like cards that you would make for kids. Just in my personal opinion, but I tend to go more for the classic Valentine thing. So with these particular sentiments, I would probably send these to nieces, nephews, cousins, or we could cut this up and make some cute things for Connor's class. And then we have, it looks like a combination of languages that say love, if I'm getting that right. I know that je t'aime means I like you. So, and I think j'adore, je t'adore, I think that means I love you, if I have that right. I used to take French. Okay, so that is that combo there. That looks like Highland Heather to me in terms of that purple. Now this is what I'm talking about. So this is what I gravitate towards. Hi Karen, how are you doing? So when I think of classic Valentine's Day, I think of candy, I think of red, I think of pink, I think of white. So this is something that I would immediately gravitate towards to create Valentine's cards. And that's just because I really tend to go for those classic holiday colors and looks, personally. Love this pattern on the back. Love that they're suckers. Connor loves suckers. And again, love, love, love this paper. This is adorable. So this, I think that this could be for anyone, but I love the combination. I love that the primary standout color is red, and then you have those pops of pastels throughout. That, you know, that love theme is definitely dominant on this piece of paper. Love this. Love that washed look here. Nice and soft. Great backgrounds. You can stamp right on that. This one would be a little tough to stamp onto, but this one, nice and easy. Love. That might be a favorite. I'll have to go through the rest of it. I haven't seen all these papers yet, so I'll see, but I absolutely love this. Love, love, love that too. And this could be anything spring. That does not have to be Valentine's Day. Okay, so really incredible papers this year. And here we go. This again, to me, this says more of any time than Valentine's Day, but love the pops of purple and yellow in there. That's still sweet and cute. You know, a little bit more on the non-traditional side. I love the patterns and the hearts here. Really, really cute. This one's more even in terms of a combination of color. That is stunning. That would go so nicely with even the other paper pack that I just showed. Really, really pretty. Love. I am very drawn to stripes. Okay, this one's cute. And this one again is very traditional Valentine's Day dominant, but then you have those little, that almost looks like candies to me, like the little heart candies that they have. And that is really pretty. I love that they really made purple like a major theme in this particular set. I wonder why, but it's, I mean, it's still gorgeous, but I don't typically think of purple when I think of Valentine's Day. So the artists, they know what they're doing. They make us think outside the box sometimes. But yeah, so that's that paper pack there. That's really pretty. And that'll get you started for Valentine's Day, that's for sure. I'm going to keep going with the papers. This is specialty paper. So here we have Supple Shimmer. This is 12 by 12 specialty paper. Open this up here. All right. Just going to set this aside. Always save your chipboard. Always, always. I'm a saver to begin with. Oh my goodness. Look at this paper. I really hope that this is coming across. Some things when you show them on video, they do not do the same justice to it as in person, but I'm telling you, this has some serious shimmer. That is gorgeous. So it looks like we get two sheets, one of this pink color and then one of this color. I need to see what these colors are. Let me just, I don't want to guess. They don't have it listed. Okay, just for myself, I would say that this pink is a little more pink than Blushing Bride. Like this is a little bit more of like a true pink, a little bit more like towards polished pink, but not as bright. Like polished pink is pretty bright. And then this color here, I mean, I don't know what to call that. It's just this beautiful, it looks like overall it's like a really pale blue, but it has like this iridescence to it and like pops of green. I hope that's not messing with my camera. I hope you guys can see that clearly. Oh my gosh, is that stunning. So this is the Supple Shimmer 12 by 12 paper. Whenever you're ordering in a pre-order, you only have a certain number that you can order of each thing, but I will tell you right now, I will probably order more of this. I love shimmer, I love glitter, and I love anything that I can layer in. So these will be gorgeous, pretty much with whatever you do. I'm immediately thinking of this for Valentine's Day. I cannot help it. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day. And this one, you can kind of sneak into any projects. This would actually be gorgeous for any of your winter projects. So if you're planning on doing any January or February, like winter theme birthdays or get wells or thinking of yous, I know that traditionally you wouldn't use a big, huge piece of glitter paper on that, but if you use this as a layering piece behind something and it just has that soft pop to it, it could be gorgeous for winter. Okay, so there we go. And have you heard that we are going to have 4x6 designer series paper in this catalog? You may already know that. If not, I am here to share it with you. That I did. This one was the one thing that I definitely tried to set aside and put together. But before I go into the suite for this one, I'm going to go through some of the embellishments that I got here. And I'll set that one aside because that will go with this, this set over here. Hi, Teresa. How are you doing? Purple goes with everything. It really does. One of my best friends in the whole wide world, her favorite color, I mean, through and through, is purple. She's never changed her mind. She has never wavered on that. Her whole wedding party, purple, everything purple. Purple Christmas tree, purple lights. She is full-blown purple. So it does remind me of her. Valentine to their family in purple. All right, so we have the Iridescent Rhinestone based basic jewels. These are really pretty, multiple sizes with these. So it looks like we have 3 different sizes, this smaller, middle, and then that larger piece. And these have that same sort of shimmer. It reminds me of this paper here. Really, really beautiful. And it looks like we get 200 pieces with this. And then we have the brushed brass butterflies. Now, I feel like this is part of a suite. This might go along with that tulip suite. I'm not sure. But aren't they pretty? These are a matte metallic finish. So that brush, if you guys have the brushed metallic cardstock, it's very much the same thing where it almost has like little tiny like lines in it. But really, really beautiful there. Hopefully you can see those well. Polished dots. So again, these almost look like droplets. Like if you would have like a droplet of water somewhere, it reminds me of that. We have it in clear and then a really, really soft pink. And then I also have, the frayed ribbon. So this is 3/4 of an inch. Let me see if I can open this so you guys can see the texture. This is like crazy textured. And that again is hard to show on camera, but really, really soft ribbon here. And let's see if I can kind of do this justice. So you can see there's, it has a very like fabric-y look to it. And then it has these frayed edges over here. I actually saw somebody pulling this and then just turning it into a piece of like frayed twine, basically. I don't know if I would personally do that, but if you like twine, you could certainly get that look from this. I would leave this intact. I'm just curious how it would look as a ribbon, because that's what I gravitate towards too. I would either do it as a layering piece where like it's a layer across a card like that, or I would tie this. Looks like it's going to be easy to tie. Just curious. So this will be for a larger standout, you know, whether it's a 3D project or a gift or something like that. But let's see. I don't want to tie the knot too much, but that is the look of the ribbon right there. So really, really soft, really pretty. It's big. You can make it smaller, but I really wouldn't try to make this too small because it's a larger, it's a 3/4 inch ribbon to begin with. Okay, so let me see if I can undo that now. There we go. And we'll save that for later. So that's our frayed ribbon. All right, so let me get into this suite. This is the one suite that I did get. It was so unique. I had to try it, basically, is what it came down to. Very bold imagery here, so there's a lot going on, but I'm going to start with the stamp set and the dies. And I think that you guys will know what I'm talking about when we go into the stamp set and the dies. So here's the stamps, and then here are the dies. So this is called Hello Beautiful and Beautiful Shapes dies. It was the Beautiful Shapes dies that immediately caught my eye. And I just thought there are so many things that I can do with this. So this was definitely one that I wanted to have for the collection. Let me see. I keep opening them backwards. Look at these. So really, really interesting. So right here we have some circle dies, but we also have this larger die, which is like almost like a frame. It might actually just be a frame, and it has some imprinting in it. So just kind of the same way that we have stitching. It's almost like lines that are inside this framed circle, and I just thought that that was gorgeous. Same thing over here with these two dies. These full silver pieces cut independently, so you will get like the full piece in this, which is really cool. And it looks like the way that they have this, that you can like fold them in half so that they could become like pop up like an open type thing. I'm not sure. I would have to cut it and see if that's true, or if it would cut 2 full pieces. It might just cut 2 full pieces, but I'm curious about that just from the way that they have it. And then of course we have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexagons. So here's the largest one, but look at the layering that you can do with these. So unique. So I definitely wanted to try that. You know, that veers off course from our usual circles, rectangles, and all of that. So I thought I have to try this. I think that it's going to be really cool. We teach my son shapes all the time. He knows all of them, you know, pentagon, hexagon, all of that. So this will be fun to use in school projects with him too, because we still talk about shapes a lot. So if you have kids that are kind of in that phase where they have to do projects with different shapes, consider that die set, because that's really cool. So with this one, we have some really good imagery. For anybody who likes that, I personally love different types of stamps that basically become a background. And that's what I see with these. So if you use, you know, lighter colors or what have you, you can actually stamp any of these sentiments right over it. And you can kind of see that in the theme, and we'll go through the paper and everything too. But it kind of is meant to like be layered and combined in like fun different ways. So this calls for a celebration. I miss your face. I have a friend who says that a lot. That's really cute. Thank you. First of all, you're amazing. A lot of people don't know that, and we do need to tell them. Hello, beautiful. So happy to know you. And then we have some really cute, fun little different designs here. So just depending on how you would, again, looking at this, I know we're going to see this in the designer series paper. So that's one of the first places I'm going to look for ideas whenever I'm creating my own backgrounds or card layouts. So let me see here. Isn't that cute? I know it is cute. And let's see what Susan's saying. Susan says, I like this one. I like everything except the stamp set. Not yet anyway. So what I think Susan means by that is when we first look at this, we're like, what would I do with that? I'm not sure, you know, and then you see somebody do something fabulous with it and you're like, I have to have it. I think it happens to all of us. And I know exactly what she means by that. For me, do you guys know the Best Dressed stamp set? If you can think of it offhand, let me know. The Best Dressed stamp set has 2, I want to say like when you go to a paint store and you get like a swatch, they kind of like just do like a paintbrush look and they just give you a couple of different color samples or ideas. That's what this reminds me of. I use those two swatches almost constantly. Like I use those two stamps in Best Dressed so much that the minute I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is new and I can use this in a bunch of different new ways. But I definitely hear you, Susan. Okay, so this is the Abstract Beauty Ephemera Pack. I'm actually going to go through the designer series paper before I open this because it'll probably combine pretty well. But let's take a look here. So just so I make this perfectly clear, this is 4x6 designer series paper. You guys can let me know if I am wrong. This is the first time I have personally seen it. I've been with Stampin' Up! Since 2019. I've probably been watching Stampin' Up! Since like 2017, 2016, 2017. So let me know if you've seen 4x6 paper from them before. This is the first time I'm seeing it. So the color themes are Balmy Blue, Basic Black, Blushing Bride, Crushed Curry, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, Misty Moonlight, Night of Navy, Pumpkin Pie, and Basic White. 48 sheets in this pack. For anybody who does like project life, scrapbooking, you know, any kind of layering like that with like standard photo sizes, I think they're really going to like this paper. So here is this side. Love this. And we have some specialty paper here. This has a pop of gold foil in it. Hopefully you guys are seeing that. And then here's a really soft, it almost looks worn when you look at this. It reminds me of like when you erase a blackboard kind of, and it looks like it's gradients or ombre, whichever you prefer. It looks like there's 4 sheets of each. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So here's the next one. And then here is that floral side. Again, we have those pops of gold foil there. And what I'm seeing here is, you see that Blushing Bride, like sort of that splotch pattern underneath all the flowers. That's what that reminds me of, like with this one or with this one. So that's where I start to kind of see those themes coming in. Love the white splatter here over this. That's really cool. That's nice. Definitely Blushing Bride. That is a favorite. For me personally, I love polka dots. I love bold, and I love, love, love gold foil. So that is a favorite for me. Love that one. This is a really cool combo of color right here. Look at that. So this is more of that abstract pattern look. You're going to see some really fun cards with this. I have a feeling we're going to see some really incredible projects with this paper. Here's our classic black and white. And then look at that. Do you guys remember, what was it called? It was a celebration paper. It was like bumblebee paper, and it was all black, white, and gold. That's what this reminds me of. I love that. I love that paper, and I love this. So cool. Okay, so here, this looks like grid paper, doesn't it? Like when you were in school. And look at that. That is so fun. Oh my gosh. I had no idea it was going to look like this in person. I was so intrigued by this suite. I was like, I just need to get it. I just have to try it. And I'm definitely blown away by the specialty paper in particular. I think that it's really cool. Okay, so here we go. We have some little X's here, and that is this pattern here, which they gave us in a stamp too. And here is a full, and then again, this reminds me of kind of that paint store thing where you get to try all those different colors. That, can you imagine putting that on a card base? Yeah, we're going to be making some stuff with this. Love this. Black, white, and gray. Oh, look at this. That's interesting. Now here is a perfect example of a color combo I would not put together, but it's really pretty. Hi, Robin. How are you doing? Okay, so got these. This reminds me of the rainbow paper. Look at that. Nice and bold. Love this. Navy and gold is one of my favorite combos. That is gorgeous. I'm not 100%, but I think that there's gold foiling on at least one side of every sheet so far that I've seen. Okay, so there we go. That's really cute. Look at that. Celebrate right there. If you have any stamp that says celebration, that's for you. All right. Am I doing this right? This is when I start to mess up my patterns. Hold on. Yep. See what I'm doing there? Okay. So I skipped this one. So let me show you that. Definitely classic splatter. And then this side we have some of that imagery, some of those floral kind of looks, but a little bit more on the abstract side. So let me set that down. And now let me set these down. Oh, I love that one. Classic spring. That's what I think of. I would put a bunny in front of this. I'll tell you right now. That's where my brain's going. Okay. And this is really cute floral. They must have had fun creating this one, the artwork on this one. I love that. And again, that's an unexpected color combo that I'm looking at. Dark blue, light blue. We got the green. That's the Just Jade. Orange, yellow, pink, and gold. That's a lot of color on that, but it's really, really cute. Okay, so there's the designer series paper. Let me show you the ephemera pack next. Okay. The ephemera pack. Okay, so this is basically, you can create whatever you want with your ephemera packs. But what I'm seeing is like tabs, labels. So again, part of me feels like this set is really truly lending itself to a scrapbooker, a memory keeper, somebody who's going to layer some of these things over pictures. But of course, absolutely, of course, you can make these for cards too. And we will definitely be playing with this. And then these all tie back into that designer series paper. Isn't that cute? We have a gold frame right here. This can be laced with twine or ribbon. You can see that piece is already kind of popped out there for that tag. We even have little conversation bubbles. Isn't that cute? So that definitely, for me personally, reminds me of a scrapbooker. And then here we have some vellum specialty paper. It even looks like it has a shine to it, like some shimmer to it. And then these are die cut, so they will punch out. Just to show you that aspect there. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. And it has the pops of gold on it too, so that's pretty cool. All right, so that's the ephemera pack, and you get 60 pieces in that. All right, this was one of, I think, the most fun new embellishments that they've done. I haven't seen anything like this from them that I can recall. Love the colors on this. And we have, looks like multi-size hexagons, so 3 sizes of each color. And then you get 90 in them. So that comes as part of this set. I love these. Oh, I love those. And then we also have the Abstract Beauty cards and envelopes. So let me open this up. For anybody who loves a lined or decorated envelope, always go for the cards and envelopes, whatever they come out with, because they're always cute. And let me just open these. Cards and envelopes, I think, are also a great gift for anybody who's new to crafting, because they're kind of already done. They're already pre-cut. They're already scored. They already have a coordinating envelope. So if they're brand new and they're just getting started with stamping, this is less intimidating. I personally think you're going to get, I just removed the wrapper. Hang on. You're going to get 20 in here. Okay, so let's take a look at the envelopes. Oh my gosh, those are so much fun. Look at these. Love that they're all different. Just going through. Now, what I want to say is, even though there are 20 pieces, I think it's 10 and 10. So let me just count and be sure so that you know what you're getting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 card bases, 10 envelopes, 20 pieces total. And then here are the card bases. The card bases are so much fun because the coloring is already there too. And you can decide which envelope it goes with. Every single envelope has a different line pattern with it. So here is 1, 2, 3. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I love backgrounds like this, which you can also create with the stamps, but these are already done for you. 3, 4, 5, 6. This one looks very serious, doesn't it? Very serious without all the other pieces on it. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so there, I think these are all different too. Similar like painted patterns and stuff, but all of the coloring is different. If I'm correct here, I think I am. Yeah, so let me see. I think it's 5 and 5. I'm just gonna separate these out because it will make me feel better. I am right. Okay, so 5 and 5. So we have 5 solid patterns where basically the whole half, you know, the card base is covered with a color here or a combination of color. And then we also have 5 that have this sort of painted, this painted layer on here. And we have a combination of colors with that. So that's really cool. And then the card base size is, let me just see, 6. Oh, of course, 4 by 6. So with this card base, and you already have the envelopes and you know that they'll fit, that's a little bit larger than our medium size envelopes that we have, that you can order just the envelopes is what I'm saying. If you want to put your own designer series paper on these cards, or if you want to make more 4 by 6 cards on your own, this will perfectly fit the card base. Isn't that cool? I love that. I have to do something for Easter with this one. Probably this one too. I think that those are going to be really pretty for Easter. So definitely think outside the box for those cards and envelopes, but that takes care of it. The rest of the stuff in the box is what I ordered to replenish. So cherry cobbler, Stampin' blends, some Saharistan cardstock. Does anybody else get low on their Saharistan cardstock? I don't even use it that much, and I'm like, I don't have my Saharistan cardstock. So just a couple of just regular items, but let me just lay this out here. So I think I covered my catalogs. I did. Okay. So first of all, for those of you who did hang out live with me today, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Susan is saying that she likes those embellishments. I know those hexagon embellishments are so unique, really cute. You don't see those everywhere. And that's one of the things that I loved about it, was that I thought this is a standout. People are not, I don't think they're necessarily going to expect it, right? But that's part of the fun of doing the handmade cards and sending them out to people, is they get a really nice surprise in their mailbox. Just whatever your, you know, whatever your design is or whatever you gravitate towards. I do a lot of classic, traditional type stuff. I love vintage. But this abstract, which I don't usually go for abstract, I still really liked that suite. And when you guys see it in the catalog, you'll know what I mean. The one thing that I did want to say before I end this live, I will be posting the replay up on YouTube. So if anybody has any questions or comments, you guys can let me know there. There's no craft project today. We were just going through all of the new goodies that I had ordered, at least the first round anyway. But there is something that I do want you to know. So if you are interested in purchasing the starter kit, you can actually put pre-order items in your starter kit. So wanted to mention that. What is the starter kit? You get to choose $125 worth of product. So whatever products you want, you get to put them in your starter kit, and you only pay $99. You also get free shipping on the package, on your starter kit package, which is so nice. It's a great way to start off your new year. and you do not have to sell. If you would prefer to be a discount shopper, you would like to get these perks ahead of time, like getting access to catalogs first, being able to pre-order new products first. That is what the majority of our demonstrators do. They are considered hobby demonstrators, but they are not in it for the business. And of course, if you're in it for the business, that's totally fine. Many options for you too, but I just want you to know there's no obligation to that. Whenever you become a demonstrator, you would have access to placing orders with a 20% discount, access to a great crafting community. The crafting community I'm referring to is the Lovely Stampers, where we share a lot of fun and inspiration, and people share their cards in there. It's a really good time. Susan's saying, I'm looking forward to going broke. I know. Every single time it's so hard. The first pre-order for me is the hardest because I want it all and I have to kind of whittle it down to what I can handle in my budget. But the cool thing is that as a demonstrator, once you have your starter kit and all of that, you would actually qualify for celebration rewards early. So when you place your first demonstrator order, you're getting that 20% discount. But if you spend, whatever the celebration price is, over 50, over 100 on your order, you'll actually get your celebration items first too. So lots of benefits and perks there. These catalogs will be open and we'll go through them in January. So January 4th is when everybody can see them. But if you're interested in purchasing that starter kit, I have a link. Whether you go to my blog or if you're watching on YouTube, there will be a link in the description, and I'm happy to answer any questions. So I will see you again on Sunday at 7:30 p.m. and have a great day.